Alright. We should be live. What is up, y'all? Excuse me. So, I don't really know what I'm quite thinking today. I do have some new toys to play with, I think might be the way to put it. So that's always fun, you know. Sorry, I was just looking at something. Yeah, so I trained some of my guys to be battle ready that weren't battle ready, like Palafin, Snorlax, Scovillain, aka Big Peps, Little Schweppes. We do have the Garganargus now as well. I don't really know if I'm going to be using Garg, but we do have it. It's interesting to see Frostlass doing well when, like, for me, it just feels so hard to position. Like, I don't know when to use it. I'm like, I can't get it on the field at the right time. Like, it's just, I think there's certain Pokemon that certain people are comfortable with. You know, you obviously have to use something for some time to get used to the way it plays, you know. But yeah, I always seem to be just kind of struggling in that department, like, you know what I'm saying? The department. Sorry, I was having a good old stare off there for a second. We have fun. So I actually kind of wanted to make a Snorlax team. The homie Sass definitely inspired me to want to try Snorlax after seeing how cool his Snorlax team was. And so I kind of feel like this would be a good time to try the Peps. Alright, so we got Snorlax, Peps. There was something else that I just trained that I was, or no, not that. I was just thinking about, hold on. Gotta talk to my dog real quick. Alright. So, yeah, this is kind of the main core of the team that I had thought through so far. I just kind of was thinking, the biggest threat to Snorlax is gonna be like Sneasler and things like that. So if we bring a Sash Dragapult, that allows us to get around a lead of like King Gambit, Scovillain, because then even though neither of these have Protect, which I could try to fit on something, I'm not gonna lie, even though nothing has Protect, we can click either Will-O-Wisp or Psychic Fangs on turn 1 and deal with the Sneasler, or make the King Gambit a little less scary. So yeah, there's things that can be done, but it would probably be good to squeeze a Protect or something on there. Okay, so let's keep thinking. We do need a decent answer into Floette. So I mean, let's be honest, we could just keep rocking my boy here, like quick draw, quick claw. Don't make me. It's a fun Pokemon, definitely is. However, we could make a rain team, like, I kind of think... Hold on. I kind of think that, that just doesn't feel like the direction that I'm going in. And technically, Archaludon does not hard counter, I would say. Floette, it's just like an okay counter. Sneasler is like the Floette counter, right? And this team is actually pretty decent for Sneasler, so like I could just run my own Sneasler. I was thinking about either running Sinistra or Serena. So Serena would be another way to get around those priority moves, you know what I'm saying? So sorry, I couldn't think of what I was trying to say. If we're doing Serena, we would definitely want Jirigaraf. And possibly also... Oh. Yeah. I mean, we just straight up don't need Serena if we're doing Frigoraph, so... let's just say we have Frigoraph, not Serena. And then... if we're doing Sinistra, we don't need Frigoraph, right? Okay, interesting. We could go back to Meowscarada, honestly. There's really no reason you can't run both Serena and Frigoraph, but it just kind of seems dumb. Like, it's like, why? Why not just, you know, do something a little more effective? I just kind of need to get more Pokemon in my game in order to diversify my options a little, if that's the way that we're going to be doing things. Alright, so that's not terrible. I do think that a Colberberry might be better, but we have the Peps. And one thing I will say about the Peps is that we might want to drop Giga Drain for we may want to drop Leech Seed for Giga Drain, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we got a good team here. This will be interesting They've definitely got tools versus the Peps. But the Peps will be annoying for them. So I'm wondering if I can just start like these, I guess, and then go I don't like the way that they changed, like, let me look at my moves, you know what I mean? Like, I have Body Slam, Rock Slide is the last one. So we do need to be pretty careful here. Because I just need to make sure that I actually have damage into certain things. That's what I'm worried about. I mean, the thing is, like, Trick Room does not necessarily even help me right now versus this. Like, this play's gonna look so stupid. Unfreeze? Unfreeze, please? Unfreeze these, please? No. Jeez. That's not, like, that good of a... You know, let's be honest. So... let's Mega Evolve, let's Leech Seed, and let's just... like, whatever, yeah. Right. So I will like to see what they bring out here. So let's think here. Aegislash almost definitely has Sacred Sword, which is like part of the problem, you know? So the Leech Seed is definitely getting some value right now. Value is always nice. I just don't know if they actually go for the Sacred Sword this turn. Like, alright. Okay, so to be honest, we probably should still lock in, like, Wave Crash or something. Just because, that's not necessarily true. I did make the wrong play. I mean, that's like frustrating amounts of making the wrong play, you know what I mean? It's like, literally, could have thought that through, couldn't you, bud? Like, literally could have not done that, couldn't you? Like, so question will definitely be, can Shadow Sneak get this? And I don't quite know if it can. Alright, so live it. Nah. Okay, we'll go for the parting shot, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking. We do get rid of Aegis Slash. So arguably, I do think that locking in Wave Crash was right. It's just really unfortunate that we made the wrong play, like a dum-dum. So we'll see if there's any way that we can pull this off. This team definitely has potential already. But we're definitely fighting an uphill battle here. It's funny because it's not a good play. Okay. So it does suck that most of that happened because I made one bad play, right? Like, if I had just wave crashed the right slot, that becomes a completely different game. Yeah. All the good trainers are out tonight. Okay, so we can definitely kind of do this here. It's not perfect, but it does, you know, we can. Let's just say that. We'll see. So what is my biggest concern? They definitely have a lead, I would say. In like Charizard, Kowtow, Cleave. Okay, well. So we'll get the Trick Room, we'll get the Rage Powder. See what the peppers got to do about it. That hurts. Okay, they are just gonna try to take out the Scovillain. Like a literal shame. Like it's a tragedy that that's what we have to go through. Like you do that. Alright, so hear me out here. I think I want to go for bringing in Snorlax right now. And I'm going to Twin Beam here and click Curse. Should live this. So I think Trick Room is about to end. Doesn't end that turn. Frostlass should have like Disable or something, which is a little scary, but I think we're in an okay position right now. I'm just wondering if clicking Curse again right now is my best play because I have Thick That. No, it wasn't. GG's. So yeah, we'll go for Blizzard. We eat it. Dimensions Twist. I kind of don't know what I think is my best play here, because like Shell Slide Arm doesn't do anything. I think my best play is technically Psychic and Rust. Like I want to try to get a proc on the quick draw. They actually just go for the Blizzard. Live it, live it, live it. No. So this has certainly been an interesting game. Yeah. I mean, has that not, like, has Snorlax not gotten flinched every time it could? Like, is that not what we've been watching? Am I right or wrong? Like, oh my god. Literally every time it's been able to be flinched so far, Snorlax has gotten flinched. Good job, you got one. Doesn't matter. So I just wanted to see what they have in the back, like that. We do not have good tools to deal with Bast, so that is a thing. Yeah. Okay. So I gotta think. I need to look at the team in order to figure out what I would have done differently there. I first off would have hit a goddamn overheat. That would have completely changed the game. So, you know, like hitting your moves makes a difference. Yeah. So it's frustrating, but it is what it is, you know what I mean? Here... we can start Sylveon, we can start this, we can go this. So I need to think, like, and kind of what I need to think about is, like, are we not using Dragapult because we just haven't come into the right matchup? Or because it's just, like, not right for the team, right? Because like I said, it would be nice to have a Steel type, even though it would be another fighting weakness. Alright, let's see what happens. You're gonna click like Electric Train or Volt Switch. I mean... So I don't I don't love that I'm making the obvious play by just targeting the Sylveon here, but Sylveon is scary. Burned or not. Can't quick draw or protect. Or switch. It's good damage. I'm a little worried about what happens when Trick Room ends if I don't just take this out right now. But at the same time, they are probably, yeah, like they're gonna do something weird. So they get rid of the slow bro. The slow bro. Excuse me. So we're in an interesting situation because, like, they shouldn't want a Mega for Alligator. And if they do, it probably goes down to a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, so they're gonna double swap. Which is actually bad for me because of Sacred Sword. So, now we have the pleasure of clicking Trick Room and then switching back in the Pepper. But they make the right play. And they get a crit, like, that's so rude. We live this? No? Yeah, because they got a crit, so, like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, is that really how we're gonna do this? Like, we're just gonna lose to BS all day today. Fine. We'll stop using bad stuff. I do think a lot of those matches were like winnable in some way, which is unfortunate. So this is definitely a interesting one to say the least. Let's not count you out. You know, this is a Runarius. So yeah, my boy Slow Bro. Slow King. And Slush Rush. Corviknight feels strong here, so does the Shark. But Shark needs to be really careful about its leads, so we definitely need Horn in the back, as well as Blastoise, maybe Sneasler, probably, is the way that I'm looking at it right now. We just need to make sure that we can beat Runarius, which would be more of like a Blastoise job. Like, Blastoise is actually pretty good here, so I'm gonna try to go for Blastoise over what's-his-face. I just don't want it to lose me the game, because, like, Abomasnow could be scary, technically. You need to stop saying technical. Gotta learn how to not do that, right? So let's see. They reach a bit of an annoying speed bracket. So I'm gonna click bulk up and I'm gonna switch in Blastoise. It's a little scary, but I'm gonna go for another bulk up, and then Fair. Impressive. We kind of do want to take it out before it starts doing more annoying things. So Yeah, like we'll take the mummy ability or whatever, the wandering spirit, but like it's fine. You're not sashed, yeah, you're done. Now we just gotta wait out Trick Room, kinda. Because we know everything they have. Abomasner. Abomasner. I heard that too. I do think we go after this, and so no surprise there. That's actually fun. We should live CC no matter what. Yeah. And then, yeah. I'd love to dodge a blizzard again, but you know, we go for Giga Train. All right. I felt it coming. GG's. So not like a unserious team, but definitely like a we're probably gonna win this team, if that makes sense, you know? So after starting with something that feels quite bad, we were able to turn it around there, you know? This is pretty cool. So, Stone Axe Boy and Scrappy and Meganium, like they basically have a bunch of scary tools, and almost everything beats my team for the most part. Like, I think this might be one of my best leads. And then I do want to bring this. It's just Corviknight needs to be so careful. Like, Corviknight feels like one of the things that I need in this matchup. And then at the same time, it's like maybe you need Rotom. So this is actually like a super scary matchup. I feel like both of us might opt away from our Corviknights, but whoever leans into it might be doing the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, because they go Sneasler Corv. We go Sneasler Blastoise. I'm just gonna fake out their Corv and go for yeah, I still think that's the right play. Maybe I should have gone for Aura Sphere this turn. I think, if anything, that will be what goes poorly, but they do that. We get off of Water Sprout. And then, yeah, they get Tailwind, which I don't love, but your Corviknight more than likely is not faster than my Sneasler. If they're a good trainer, they obviously could have trained it to be, so I can't discount that. I think I want to go for yes, that doesn't surprise me. The problem is, though, is that gives them the chance to bring, like, maybe Garchomp on the field. And if that is what they have in the back, then I kind of just ruined my chance to go for CC that turn, right? They have Meganium, which is still very scary. But at least we have the chance to, like, swap out. This is still getting a little scary, but the fact that I can click discharge this turn is pretty tight. And I also can click... I could click earthquake. I don't think that it's the right lock. I think I'd probably just click rock slide. Yeah, we should take out Corv this turn, I think. So we're at least slowly bringing the speed in our favor. But it is not perfect. I think this turn the best thing I can do is probably just go for this and then swap here. Like, I'm a little bit afraid of the last respect just one-shotting me and then being faster than me. But we're faster. Okay. So that will just be a GG. It's not quite what I expected. That does also mean that our opponent had the chance to protect, maybe, if they wanted to. But so far, Blastoise is making an okay addition to the team. And I gotta give him props for that, I guess. So we had to finagle it for sure, but can't get false logic on me, right? Can't false logic me, money. Like I said, I am kind of hovering around 1700, which would be nice to stop doing. But it's also because I keep, like, switching to bad teams. and then like losing 3 in a row, and then being like, all right, let's not. This is some sauce for sure. This is very what are we gonna do situation. Like, they got the table, they've got Galley, they've got Scrappy. They have Aromatisse. They have a lot. They have a lot of scary things. I can start this. I can start. This. It's such a weird match, honestly. Like, these teams throw you through a loop. It's like, what you got too many options here, my guy. Like, maybe slow your options down a little bit. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a wide guard here. But at the same time, Gallade has some scary tools of the sort, like, Leaf Blade. Pretty much everything else Gallade does. Like, pretty much everything else Gallade does. And they don't even go for wide guard, meaning I could have clicked Water Spell. We live. Flincher? No. Because the animation would have occurred quicker. So now I can try to KO them and go for Dragon Claw. Come on, man. Alright, so we do that, double protect, Trick Room ends, maybe, and then we'll see what happens from there. camera up. Matisse, definitely scary. We need to see what they're gonna do, honestly, like... Okay, so they are gonna rinse and repeat, which is fine with me. Aromatisse might live one whatever, which is a little scary, but you know. We can actually probably get away with... If this misses, though, like... Alright, that's the one you needed to miss. Come! Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? That's the only response that I have in situations like those. Because, like, the absolute frustrating thing about it is that, like, I could have called that, right? Like, I literally could have double targeted the Aromatisse instead of that. But, like, how are you supposed to bank on a double miss? Technically, I needed just one miss to not happen. And it was, I think even if we miss the Aromatisse, we still lose. So, yeah, like, I needed to think about that. Very annoying game. Here, I think the Shark is still a great lead. Same with Rotom, Corn in the back, and it's either Corviknight or Sneasler, I would say. And I'm leaning towards Corv, mainly because it can set up Tailwind, but like, I don't think that that's really always gonna help. In some ways, the Dire Claw would be very nice to have. So yeah, we'll do Vivian, which is annoying. We have the Rock Slide, we have to discharge. So Vivian, if it is like max speed focus, or I mean Scarf, could be faster than my Garchomp, but I just don't expect it if it is, so that sucks. But if I wake up next turn, what are you gonna do then? Like, if I wake up next turn, what then? Alright, so that is not what I want. We are definitely in an interesting position right now. That's frustrating. Cause yeah, I'm faster than that. Clincher? That sucks. Okay. So I did expect there was a possibility I'd be faster than the Blastoise. But we're still not in a perfect position. In this Blastoise. Rock Slide, Rock Slide, Rock Slide. They go for the super effective Dark Pulse, they get a one-shot. I'm gonna make a kind of ballsy play here. And it might lose me the game, but we'll see. So I'm gonna try to say Corviknight lives a hit or they get flinched, they don't click Trick Room. And then I can take out for grab next turn. But no. Because they get a crit. Because, I mean, like, what else would ever need to happen in this world? Like, why would they not get a crit? The RNG is relentless today, dude. That's 2 matches lost to Rock Slide misses. Like, very annoying. So you want to start something that pressures the Lopunny, but also kind of stands versus the team in general. The look of not bringing any of my water types in this matchup looks funny, but I think it's the right thing to do. I mean, like, what item would that Aromatisse have been running, though? Like, you know what I mean? It's very ridiculous. This sucks because I basically have to decide if I think it's just worth losing. Like... So Scrappy can't be faked out, which is an important thing to remember. And they're probably faster than me, which sucks. So... Scary stuff. Oh yeah, Lopunny is the other Pokemon that I got ready that I was thinking about using. I forgot about that. Big props to Schweppes. They didn't have Arch, did they? They had Garch. They had Garch. Sleepers? No. They said, I will match your wound. It might be a Scarf Chomp, but no, they live. There's Citrus, but so I don't know if I can live a Weather Ball here, which will lose me the game. He overheard me. Could have guessed. Definitely could have guessed. Probably just gonna KO myself. So striking bad luck in these matchups. It feels like we just need a better answer to like Trick Room kind of. But clearly that is not the only bad matchup we've been having. Yeah, there's no reason why you do it. Just do it again. And they are fast. They get another crit. So we're definitely having lots of fun here with the RNG today. Getting crit left and right, missing rock slides exactly when I need to not miss them. And I will be honest, like, the 2 mega team definitely does not fit my playstyle very well. I get it. That like 2 megas is good, it makes sense, whatever, doesn't make that much sense for me. So I guess we'll start Tailwind and Fake Out, and then super weird matchup. So we'll see what our opponent here decides to do. Alright. So no big surprise there. Just quick Fake Out. Tailwind. so that all makes a lot of sense. Go for Water Spout, go for Bulk Up. We could have clicked Aura Sphere there. Aura Sphere is also a play that makes sense, but you know. Luckily we're faster. We go straight for the body press. We go for the bulk up. Delphox comes out and is very slow. Let's see, maybe. So we are gonna have to be careful here because I'm not focusing down the Delphox when I probably should. But I think if we can get it in a low enough range, then we should be kind of fine. Or I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. We do need to be careful. Like, if Psychic just takes out Blastoise, which is what they're probably going for here, we live. Alright, GG. Yeah, because I knew Corv was going to live that. But this should not. Ooh, it does. That's actually kind of scary. Alright, so both of our Tailwinds are gone. I think here my best play is probably Aura Sphere Discharge. Yep. And then we just, yeah, doesn't really matter. Yeah, Taurus comes out, they'll proc my white herb. we definitely haven't been on the bad side of RNG for like quite some time since starting this game. So being on the bad side of it doesn't feel good, but it's important to remember that it happens. GG. Ooh. So I wouldn't mind building another team, I just think that I gotta really think it. So let's undo this Snorlax shenanigans. I actually do kind of want to try Lopunny myself. So that is another Pokemon I was planning on building around. So we got the Lopunny with Fake Out, Encore, Triple Axle, Close Combat. We got the Peppers. We got Scarf Basque, I think is probably still fine. I actually probably will not use the Peppers. I was looking at this as the Pokemon that is good. Okay, so we got that. We could make a rain team. I kind of said that earlier. But let's see. So we got Talonflame, this. We need 2 more slots. We need Frigraph and Slowbro slot. So what is this team not necessarily hitting super well right now? We got quite a good bit of things covered. It'd be a little nicer to have like rock coverage. So I could still run. I could still run T-Tar. I could still run the Shark. I don't really think Heliolisk. I mean, like, I could, obviously. And then we definitely got our pick of options here right now. So this is one of those situations where I could ask myself, like, do I want to run 2 Megas? I'm kind of leaning towards this right now. So yeah, we could do that. We could also do like Conkeldurr. I think Sneasler was the one that I was gravitating towards, but I'm trying to just be a little out of the box here, you know? Okay. So they do have Sneasler, but they also have the Peps, which is kind of unfortunate. We could start Lopunny. We could start like Lopunny plus this. Talonflame having the acrobatics into Scovillain is kind of nice. Then I think it's either this or Hippowdon. This will be interesting for sure. The Sneasler Tutar. We go Lopunny plus. So I think this is actually pretty fine here. So that does not surprise me. But I think maybe I can do this. That's nice. Okay. So we got 2 things burned. Dragon Bolt down. So we might lose this. Like, why? Is there any reason that the game should feasibly give them a crit right there? Like, of any... You know what I mean? Because, like, I might have lived that. Like, I literally might have lived that. Now, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter. So, the thing to say about it is, like, I did ruin my chance to go for Tailwind when I, because I switched in, right? So the switch in kind of, like, screwed me over in a way that I wasn't expecting, and that's on me. Another Scovillain, which is really frustrating because I don't like facing it. It just feels like we've been losing all day in the dumbest ways, and that's, like, very frustrating, you know? And, like, the crit... The thing that pisses me off about it sometimes is, like, the crit didn't make the difference, it's just the salt in the wound, right? Like, it's just the thing that, like, would have been great to not happen, but it's like, oh, right, you know what I mean? Oh, right, so... So you really can't stay in super safely. So luckily with that, that's pretty much like the main, biggest thing we needed to happen. What can I do here? Might have made a bad play, but alright, so that should seal it because now we can bring in Bass. And we click Acrobatics. I did make a bad play here, so admittedly we're not out of it. Because, yeah, they have Sash. Alright. Felt like something bad happened there too. Well, I just didn't double target the Gallade when I should have, so. GG's. So I'm definitely currently at a loss for words for what I would do to improve what has been happening today. Like, it's not even like what would I do to improve the team, what I blah blah. It's for today. Like, you know, it's just we've been getting really annoying RNG, and then sometimes I'm just not making like obvious reads, right? Like, we knew the Galley died for the Sash, like we knew that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just little things like that, right? But I'm gonna take a quick break and then I will be back. All right. I actually don't hate this. But I do think that actually, what should I start? Maybe this. And then Hippowdon is strong here. So I think they really should not want to do Farigiraf things in this game. but we do kind of need Lopunny to take care of the Tyranitar if they decide to go T-Tar. Is this a Charizard T-Tar team? Is that what I saw? Like, come on, man. Very interesting. Definitely not what I was expecting. Alright, that might lose us the game. Ooh, and I didn't even match their Tailwind. This is definitely not looking very hot right now. So we do take out the, you know, wins, but at what cost? Because we will lose our Talonflame without getting up Tailwind. We do luckily have our boy Hippowdon. That's kind of a lot. So if we lose this one, it'll definitely be because we didn't match the Tailwind. With that being said, let's just go for this play. Like, I think we're pretty much just losing, honestly. So my hopes here is kind of that they have Charizard. But even then, we might live this. No, we don't. If the Tailwind goes away, that's gonna suck for me because I could have made a better play. Yeah, I literally could have close combated the last turn, and we would have been in a better position. So I really don't think I'm gonna live this. Yeah. Yeah. We needed to match the Tailwind. Like, it's frustrating, but like the lead they started was so awkward that it forced me to feel like, what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? And I think it would have been safe to go for the Tailwind just because of how slow my team is compared to theirs. Like, they actually have a pretty fast team. And it's not even that I have a slow team, but it's like, you know. This is a scary team for sure. And they actually have some leads they could do. Like, the good thing is they can't actually outspeed me with a lead of Mach Punch plus Rock Slide, right? So I can get the Tailwind off. I can start Lopunny if I want. Probably bring this. This. I feel like I'm just like building stupid stuff and then just not getting wins and then just being like, oh, I don't know, like tragedy. Because we really need to like prioritize correctly in this game. They do actually have Cofferegus too, which can click Trick Room. We're gonna go Conf. What are we facing today, dude? Like, why do you have Mental Herb Cofferegus? Like, are you gonna be real with me right now? Like, you gonna be real with me and tell me that makes sense? How frustrating is it that, like, if I had just not switched out that turn, I would have had an acrobatics ready to rip again. So conk down. Hippowdon, arguably one of my best tools, very low. We live that. So, I mean, it's like, what are you gonna go for here? Like, low kick, ice punch. Then, of course, they have Excadrill. You gotta have Excadrill, right? I do think there's a chance that they live the Kowtow Cleave. So definitely scary, but like, it's nice to know that I didn't throw it. Like, I don't even know, like, that was just a rough match. Like, it was the mental herb. Like, the mental herb was just like, why? Like, why, my guy? So we will want to start this course. Maybe... this. Our pieces are like so close, but there's like something that's lacking, you know what I'm saying? And it's really because of like what we need to get rid of. I feel like this is gonna be like someone I know on an alt or something, you know? I just had a deja vu of that happening. Okay. And we hit them all, which is, you know, that's always part of the battle, unfortunately. So we have two different plays here. We can either encore them into protect, or did they just... get a double protect? Alright. So this is all going fine. Hydreigon comes out. I think we can go for... So here... Ooh, the staggering of Tailwinds is actually pretty bad. Right. Ooh, but we live. That's crazy. Definitely getting interesting here. Here for snow, I think that's the right play. But I'm glad to get this damage right now because we need to start chipping away. Like, basically, best case scenario for me is they get double turns of sleep, and then they don't flinch me, right? Like, that's basically what I mean. Double turns of sleep, no flinch. Crit would be great. That's GG's. Ooh. It's not even worth playing to the double protect, right? Because what I could have done there is I could have protected and got enough leftovers tick to get out of range of Dark Pulse, go for the leftover, or I mean the rock slides again. But it's just such an awkward position. So we'll do Talonflame, we'll face Mental Herb, freaking Yadamingus. I kind of think this is a good start, honestly. And then these. We could maybe just not even bring Lopunny is kind of what I'm feeling. Like, I don't know. I mean, I built this team in 2 seconds. Let's be real with ourselves. So they actually just go straight up. Which is scary. It is very scary. Let's click on Earthquake. So it's a little annoying making plays like that when it feels like, you know, could have just made a better play. But we'll do this. Hopefully we can get in a position where the Spiritomb just doesn't have enough gas, because clearly I forgot about the taunt. Could forget anything. You never know with this guy. It's like that's not even that good of a play, you know? Yeah, I mean, what, you know, you might as well. You might as well get a crit. What else you doing today, you know? It's like... What else were you doing today? Did the cakes come out? Cakes are a little scary. But this is getting a little difficult for our opponent. Because if you want Politoed to live, you have to protect it, and then I Iron Head. And well, okay, so they do live. So this could actually go pretty bad here. The fact that I'm losing right now is like, wow. I'd love to get Alchemy down low enough that that this turn of chip plus another chip takes it out. Yeah, that does a fair share. No accuracy drop. D-Gleam is also potentially not doing enough to take us out. So this is getting scary. Because I think there's a chance that we don't live the Dazzling Gleam chip. Alright, 57 is actually a pretty decent number. I am gonna go for the Earthquake though, just in case. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Pretty ridiculous trying to get some of these wins here. I don't quite know what I want to say about it. Like, I think the team just feels really awkwardly positioned. Pikachu, Pikachu. This is gonna be a very scary match. I do think that Meowscarada looks, or I mean, Sylveon looks good here. But there's so much on the other side of the field that's threatening, it's kind of crazy. This Pikachu is not playing around. Pikachu Pleps, Pikachu Pleps. Did I just make a very dumb play and not protect in front of Pikachu? And then get Hurricane? Yes. Why am I like this? You know, sometimes you just have to ask yourself that question. Why am I like this? So this play feels a little dumb because, like, they could just try to fake out my Blastoise, right? No, but they're just gonna go. Alright. So we'll get some good chip with Stomping. We'll Dark Pulse them. And then that sucks. Actually speak. Yikes. Okay, Tragedy. Hometown tragedy. So they definitely made a pretty good play there, we gotta be honest. But they were also scarf locking into it, right? Okay, so I guess we can keep playing. I don't really know why I keep deciding to do these super long streams late at night, but I just like playing Pokemon. But we aren't, we're not actually like gaining rank, which is kind of the thing that we need to happen. There's a lot that could happen here. Like, Meowscarada might have been the right lead so that I could knock off the Sinistra turn 1. But I don't really know if we're gonna need to do that. We can just go Tailwind. Why? Like, what? I don't get it. Like, I don't. Like, how do you actually make that call? Like, why do you actually make that call? Like, because why would I not Dragon Claw? Like, it doesn't make sense. And then, of course, I didn't make the right play because I didn't double target them. And they're gonna live because they have Choco Berry. Nope. Never mind. Okay. So now we can Moonblast Triple Axle. So we stop them from matching the tailwind. And we do that. Feels like we should call it there. It's like, think we've done enough today. Yeah. Oh man. Just enough to get back to 1700 after flopping and flipping and flopping and flipping. Oh man, what a ride Pokemon is, isn't it? I just want to be good. Like, clearly we have a good team here, and then we switch and we use bad stuff, and then, you know, and then we go back to good stuff, and then RNG happens sometimes. It's like, oh my god. Like, did we even get anything we can use out of this, like, in terms of content? Like, alright, so